I haven't seen the sun in like 2 weeks. It's low 30s and there's still no snow. What? So I have been through many iterations of my desk and PC setup, so much in fact that Patience makes fun of me for how often all this stuff has changed. And despite what she may think, I'm finally happy with everything. It's done, it's here to stay, I'm not gonna be changing it anymore. At least not for now. Over the years, I've wasted a lot of money on this stuff. Either it didn't work the way that I thought it was going to, or there was something like tremendously better out there, or just, whatever. So I'm gonna share with you guys everything that I ended up with, and go over how I set everything up to where it's super easy to use and it looks really cool. That's an important one. That's an important one. So my computer is completely custom built, which I did myself, and I'm actually pretty proud of it. I have the Asus Prime Z390 series motherboard, an Intel Core i7-9700K processor, 32 gigs of RGB RAM. The RGB isn't important because it just means the colors on the RAM itself, but I wanted to call it out. A GTX 1070 Ti graphics card, and so many different types of hard drives. I have one internal solid state drive that has my Windows and all my games on it, 2 external solid state drives, one for my video footage and all that, and then the other for just like backup, and then just a regular hard drive for all my other storage. I know I probably don't need that many, but I like a good hard drive. Oh, that could have been taken in the worst. And finally, I'm using the NZXT H510 Elite case. Now this isn't really like top of the line computer. There's definitely better processors and better graphics card, but for what I do, it's really not bad. I can play any game like Destiny 2, Call of Duty, Red Dead Redemption, all on ultra high settings, and I can render 15-minute videos in like 5 minutes, so it's really not bad. The only time that I actually run into issues is when I'm trying to stream and play a game at the same time. If I'm streaming from my Xbox or my Switch, then my computer has no problems whatsoever. But if I'm trying to stream Destiny 2 on like ultra high settings, that's when I start to run into some issues. It's not really a hard fix. All I have to do is bump the quality down a good bit, but that's where like a newer graphics card could help me out to play those games at like max settings and stream it. Now I can make a whole video talking about why I picked all these components, but if there's any advice that I can give you when picking out a computer, just don't skimp out on your processor, okay? Get a decent processor. It's gonna last a whole lot longer and make your life way easier. Like RAM, you don't need that much if you're just making videos and streaming or even just playing games. I have 32 gigs and I don't even use half of it. So if you're trying to balance out your budget, spend more on your processor, more on your graphics card, and just get what you need for the RAM. Usually that's not more than 16 gigs. All right, next up is the microphone. I love doing that. I love just bringing it into frame every single time. It makes. Now I've talked about this microphone a lot. It's the Shure SM7B. It's very popular with podcasting and all of that. And the only reason why I have it is because I used to record music. It's a very high quality microphone and there's a reason why it's so popular. But if you're just streaming or just making kind of like casual videos, you don't need to spend $400 on a microphone. You could easily buy a microphone like this. It's a Blue Snowball. I think that you can get them for like $40 and they sound good. Like you don't need to spend so much money on a microphone to get a good quality sound. So again, if you're trying to balance out your budget, I wouldn't spend more than like $200 on a microphone, if that. Now depending on what kind of microphone you get, they will either plug in via USB like the Blue Yeti, just plugs right into your computer, or they have an XLR connector like this. And you might notice that your computer does not have this type of connection. So to get this to work, you need what's called an audio interface. And the one that I use is called a Go XLR, which I just got not too long ago, and I absolutely love it. I mean, just look at it. Dude, this thing is a mixer, a sampler, has voice effects, is an audio interface, and a preamp. So a basic audio interface looks something like this. All that happens is that your microphone plugs into this, and this plugs into your computer. Now with these types of microphones, especially the SM7B, they're extremely quiet, even if you max them all the way out. So what you need to help boost the signal is called a preamp. An example of one looks like this, and all it does is takes the signal from your microphone and gives it a little boost. So before, to use this microphone, I had to have the microphone plugging into the preamp plugging into the audio interface, and then the audio interface going into my computer. It was a mess. There were cables everywhere. But now with the Go XLR, I no longer need these things because they're built right into it. How amazing is that? The mixer is probably my favorite part of this whole thing. I have a knob for my microphone, for my music, for voice chat when I'm playing games with friends, and then for my overall PC. This is so useful when it comes to streaming because I can adjust things on the fly. So the music knob is connected only to Spotify. It only affects the Spotify app on my computer and nothing else. And the voice chat is only connected to my friend's audio when we're playing games together. So if I need to mute just the music, I can just click this button and no other audio is affected. I can still hear my friends, I can still hear the game. That alone is incredible.
Now the voice effects and the samplers can be a lot of fun and add a lot to your streams.
But you don't actually need it because there are programs that you can download onto your computer that pretty much give you the same thing.
So it's definitely cool to have those features, but they're not completely necessary. If you're trying to budget and you don't have $500 to spend on this thing, they do make a Go XLR Mini, which is just the mixer and it's like half the price, which is totally worth it. I mean, an audio interface alone is like 150 bucks and same thing for the preamp. So yeah, definitely worth it to get one with a mixer built into it. Now the Go XLR and my microphone is a big part of my streaming setup, but one of the most important things to have when streaming or even making videos is a light. Here's what this shot looks like without a light, and here's what it looks like with a light. Big difference. Actually, my streaming angle is like right here, so. Now it doesn't look bad without the light. It actually looks pretty good. Huh. I don't mind this. But I do stream at night, so it gets pretty dark in here, and having a light makes it look so much better. I've done so much research on the best lights to get, and I gotta tell you, you do not have to spend $700 on an Aperture 120. It's just ridiculous. I see so many people talking about these types of lights geared towards people who stream or just make videos in a small room like this, and you don't need it. This is the light that I use. It is a newer NL660. It came in a 2-pack, and it costs $130. For 2 of them. If you're just streaming or making videos like this is more than what you need. It's battery powered or you can plug it into the wall. You can change how bright it is. You can change the tint of it. This is all you need. Now, most of these lights come with a stand like this, and it's not the best thing to put on your desk, you know? So I ordered a microphone stand for your desk that the light will sit on top of, and then you can adjust it however you want. Magic. The end result looks something like this. It sits behind my monitor and it makes everything look so much better. All you need. I did get a Stream Deck, but no one actually needs a Stream Deck. It's just nice to have. If you're interested in this at all, I could probably make a separate video on it, but it's just, this was a present to myself. Oh, I forgot one very important detail. Yeah, my wife and I are going to Valentine's Day dinner tonight, and that's why I'm wearing a sweater. Shut up! All this stuff is nice to have, but it has to look nice, which means you have to manage your cables. This is very ironic because my name is Cord, but I hate cords. I hate them. Just a big stringy mess, all of that. No. It's super easy. All you need is cut to length Velcro. You don't need zip ties, they're more of a commitment. This you can just remove however you want, make adjustments, and then put it back. Manage your cables. If not for yourself, do it for me. Okay, I would feel better.
Darling, you send me, I know you.
Oh, we need to give Rihanna her little chew.
Rihanna, you want your Valentine?
You want her little biscuit? Rihanna, look at this. Get on your bed. Good girl. Hi, honey. Let me get mine, hang on. Do it. Did you have a good Valentine's Day?
Mm-hmm.
What did you get?
They're so tiny you can't see them on camera.
Fancy.
Pretty.
I'm glad you like them.
They're beautiful.
My second gift. It's her idea. Mario Party. So adorable. I love you.
I love you.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy